Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Space Engineers. That's right, everyone. We are finally back in Space Engineers, and it feels fantastic. Although, for once, we're not actually in space, which means our very first task today is going to be to press J and open up that helmet. Man, that is a face I've tried to forget, let me tell you. And just look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's so good to be back. Oh, it's so good to be back. So, what are we back and doing? Well, we are broke. Flat broke. We got no money, no tools, nothing at all to get us started, except the single GPS marker, which we'll be checking out in a second. Our goal for this series is going to be to build our way up from scratch to a farm. I'd like to be self-sufficient on the surface, and that, my people, that is the dream of every free man, is it not? Ah, to have a place to call their own. In the distance, in the distant distance over there, in the middle distance, in fact, you will see a bush, a singular bush. That bush is the key to our future, and I'm actually going to head over towards it right now, at full sprint, mind you. Because that bush, my children, contains food, and food is going to be one of the things we're really fighting in this series. If you take a look down in the bottom left, you'll see a few bars. First up is our health, second is our hunger, then energy, then oxygen, then hydrogen. Now, the hydrogen is a limited resources and one that is of great value to us, so we'll be playing around with that in a second. Oxygen is free and everywhere. That's the one benefit about living on Earth, aside from everything else. And energy. Energy is a bit of a problem, but because the environment is so hospitable, we don't really need to worry about it too much. If that goes to zero, it just means we can't use tools, which is going to make things difficult, but not impossible. And finally, it's food. Food is the big one in this series. We are going to have to constantly battle our own hunger by foraging what we can for the moment until such time as we can actually process what we forage or farm into more valuable foods. And there we go. There's our very first meal, some fruit. So I'm actually going to eat that, and it's going to take us from 93% back up to 99% full, which is beautiful. The fruit bushes tend to stand out a little bit more than the other ones, which is how you'll see me spotting them. There are fruit trees, which I have yet to discover.
What are you doing? I'm posting false information on the web. Why? It's fun.
No, there's vegetables. There are vegetables. There are vegetables, and there are, I'm not sure what you would call, like mushrooms, I guess, a fungi, but I wouldn't possibly eat those. I wouldn't do that to my editor. But what I would do to my editor is break up the flow of this narration by creating a GPS marker and reading about this station. We've got ourselves some conflict between two factions, left a field of debris, and salvager, singular, are plucking the fruits by selling their findings to a nearby station that now has their stocks overflowing. If you're looking for good deals or for work, then this is the place to go. Well, in that case, send me over there, boss. We've got ourselves the DVTC station. If I put the signals on, we would anyway. In that direction, 12 kilometers that way. We've also got a prospecting station that way, but I happen to know that the NPC stations in this game will not let you indoors. Unless you're allied with them, or like I think you have to break in. I think piracy is the only option, really. We've also got something 4,200 kilometers away in space, and another something 3,500 kilometers on the other side of this planet. I think we might just not need to see those ones. I'm going to be real with you. So, allow the epic journey to begin. We are going to be running, and oh boy, are we going to be running a lot at the beginning of this series. I hope you like running montages, because that's mostly what you're gonna get. oh man, look how that vista opens up. That is just stunning. Sometimes this game, I know it's simple, but it is beautiful. You know, there's this beauty in simplicities sometimes, and Space Engineers can really help you find it. Let me eat that, thank you, delicious. Just a grab and go, fast food delivery. Which way is, okay, do we want to go down into the canyon and then up that wall? Or just straight across? We do have a little bit of hydrogen we could use. I think if we run along the canyon wall here, and then we can sort of launch off that point and cross the gap. Or we could figure out what that is. Oh, that's something we are just gonna have to investigate. You heard of rock climbing? Get ready for rock falling. And break. There we go. And break. Beautiful. Flawless victory. And we can even get some berries. Alright, to what looks like an abandoned house. That might just be what we use to start. Now, of course, I should mention, down in the description below, you will find a link to the mod list used in this series. They are very light on mods. It's pretty much just Splitsy's Scrapyard Survival mod, along with a couple of UI mods, which you can see on screen right now. We've got the colorful UI on the bottom left, just giving us a little bit more interesting variety in our bars, and then up top, we've got HUD Compass, which is a mod I refuse to play without, and I am still completely fascinated that it is not in the base game. I'm perplexed. I am concerned. I hope Keen's okay, because the fact that that's not in the base game, it scares me. Also, are you berries? No, you're the one that looks like berries, but is still in the game, even though there's now actual berries. You're right, of course. Not for nothing, but Space Engineers 2 is starting to look really, really good. Once they get the survival mechanics in there, I am keen to do a series in Space Engineers 2. It looks stunning. It's just small, you know, a little something coming up. We might or might not be doing some preview work there. And I gotta say, the things that they are cooking up are just awesome. It is such a good successor to this game. And we played it when it first came out. There's a live stream of Magic and I exploring Space Engineers 2 for the first time. Definitely check it out if you'd like to see someone make a peasant railgun in Space Engineers. Plus 2 channel points if you know what that is. Santa's coming home, baby. No, he's not. It was such a good one-liner, I gotta reuse it.
Which one?
Santa's coming home.
Santa.
Santa's coming home. Alright, boys, yeehaw! Let's get this boy on the road. Get me in the hole, you know what I mean? Hey-ho! Shee-hoo! 70 meters per second. Oh, on the way down. 100 meters per second. 127 meters per second. Come on, give me 150. Give me 150. 300's the goal. 300's the goal. Oh, God, I can see the exit coming. We're at 200. Oh, come on, baby. Final stretch. Oh, let's go. 236. Oh, we're not going to make it. 250, 264. Damn it. Dagnabbit. This has taken 1 hour, but it's definitely a good time, and it's definitely come a long way since there. So what have... Oh, an unknown signal. Oh, we have to check that out. We might be able to get a tool. Okay, so we've got a wrecked barn, by the look of it, and an actual shed. This was some kind of construction site, maybe. Nothing in the freight container. That's the same one. Nothing in there, unfortunately. I don't actually know if these can spawn with items inside them or not. Or if they're just a source of, like, you know, materials. Okay, nothing of use there. Let's go check. We got a power pylon, which is kind of sweet. If nothing else, this is a structure we could shelter in. And we could use this as the basis for the farm. Got ourselves some doors. Okay, well, they're not doing much. Is there anything loose in the shelves? Yeah, I'm going to put the lights on, aren't I? There we go. Okay, nothing loose on the shelves, which is a shame. Yeah, okay, so this is a source of steel. Steel plates and other components, should we need them. Oh, it looks like we got a little bit of a control station here we can check out. Or a workshop, maybe? Yeah, there's a lathe. Got some crates. Ooh, with a magazine. Okay. Bulletproof glass, sure. I will take what I can get. Anything in this chair? No, nothing in the chair. That's a shame. Alright. And no power on the station, right? I'm not charging? No, not charging. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, hey, it's something we might be able to sell, so that's cool. I hate to do the double back, but I think we need to head to that unknown signal. First, we should add a GPS marker, though. So this is going to be our abandoned farmstead. Okay, and we're just going to save that there, and I'm going to hide it for the moment, because that is something I would like to investigate further. I love the power pylon. Beautiful design on that. All right, but no matter what we're doing, no matter what our priorities are, if we see unknown signals, we have to go for them. So I'm going to see you when we get there. Okay, and here is our unknown signal. Let's come to a stop. Go and investigate. All right, what have you got for me, boss? Please, please have something of value. A synth loaf and some cobalt. Well, it's not exactly a grinder, is it? All right, give me the rainbow rifle. Yes, dude. Yes, that's what I came here for. 10-kilometer run. All right, let's get to it.
Faster than the speed of light, we stretch time. Snare drum pass, wicked sins. Faster than the speed of light, and we don't look too guilty. We don't crave too much. You call it but I'm not gonna save you. Nah, I'm not gonna talk to you. When you do that, say I'm not gonna feel you. No, I'm not gonna talk to you. Nah.
Oh, what did I just hear? I heard a beep, 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 and it's in roughly the same direction. Oh, that's the dream, baby. That's the dream. And as we pass through the boughs of this beautiful pasture, I think I can just about make out, yes, the orange hub of an unknown signal. Okay, please have something useful for me. I just need any tool. Oh, you mother. Come here. A grinder. Take it. Oh, where's my mouse? Ah. Come on. Oh, well, what am I doing? Just stand here. Perfect. Okay, we got everything we need. Wait, with the grinder, we can cut everything apart. Think, largely. Think. Hold on, you gotta remember the atrocious Space Engineers UI. There we go. Okay, cut this all apart. Specifically that bit. That bit. No, I guess not that bit. There's a gyroscope down there. One more. One more. Nope. We'll get there. There it is. Okay. And honestly, hold on. We should take all of this because steel plates mean we might be able to build a base. I just gotta watch the battery levels carefully. Obviously, that battery is worth its weight in gold, but I can't pick it up. I don't think I have experimental manipulation mod thingy installed this time, so it turns to scrap and we run. Okay, a grinder. We have a grinder. That's a big milestone. We're 1/3 of the way there. You know what? While we're running up on this station, just walking through this meadow is reminding me of living in Switzerland, which is something I was incredibly lucky to do, but which was incredibly difficult to do. My girlfriend and I lived there for a year while I was studying my master's in humanitarian law in Geneva, of all places, but it was so ruinously expensive that we lived on partially expired grocery leftovers from the big chain stores. There was an app called Too Good To Go. I think it's still running. Someone in the comments let me know if it is. And it was fantastic, man. It was like 5 francs, and you got like a mystery bag of whatever was just about to expire that day. There was a Migros that was like maybe 2 or 3 minutes walk, or more like 15 minutes walk actually in the snow from our place, and that was it was what we lived on. We would eat some horrendous combination of like partially expired pasta, spinach, and feta cheese for many days. But I gotta say, man, it's tough. It does make for some very cool experiences, though. And you know what? As we pull up to the station, why don't we break character for a bit, and I'll share a little bit of largely lore for a change. So some buddies and I from the university I was studying at, about 10 of us, decided to book an Airbnb together because it was the only way we could afford it, for a couple nights near Zermatt, which is the big mountain, the Matterhorn. It's the one that appears on the Toblerone chocolates, if you've ever seen them. And on the second day of our trip out there, we decided that we were going to go up the Matterhorn. Now, we couldn't get all the way to the top. That requires some pretty extensive rock climbing training, and that was before my rock climbing arc. And it also requires some pretty specialized equipment, and we weren't willing to do that. So instead, we went up to the second peak, which is Gornegrad, I think. You can take a train up there, which we did. And once you're at the observation station, you can kind of hang around and see a bunch of cool stuff, and there's some little lakes you can hike to in the area, and that's what we did. But we were not paying attention to the time, and we had a pretty late start of the morning, and the last train left at, I think it was around 5 or 6, and we got there about 20 minutes after that. So we get back to the station, and we realize that there is nothing. There is no train, there is no way to get down at the moment except to walk. And this was the middle of winter, and it's really, really high up, so it was really, really cold, and all around us was snow. And it wasn't like stable. You know, you could take 2 steps on solid rock, and the next step your foot just goes through because the snow has bridged itself across 2 rocks, and you're standing on nothing, basically. So it was dicey, to say the least. But we begin the trek. We figured, okay, well, you know, the only way out is down, so we started walking down, and everyone's getting really nervous. The sun is getting really low in the sky, and one of my buddies, Zach, is walking in front of the rest of the group. He's this tall, strong dude, and he takes 1 step forward, and he just disappears. Because you see, we've been walking along the train tracks, because we figured, well, at least we can see the line, we know which way we're going, we're not going to accidentally walk off a cliff or something. Well, turns out there's a span bridge at one point, which has some gaps between the sleepers, and he put his foot straight through one. We dash forward, we grab him, we get him by the backpack, we haul him out. The guy's alive, he's okay, he's a little bruised, but he's shaken, and that just puts everything into perspective for us. We realize, like, oh my god, this isn't funny. We're up a mountain in the rapidly approaching night with absolutely no clear way of communication. Our cell phone signals weren't getting out. It was getting dark. We had our flashlights on our phones, but they were dying. Oh man, it was getting spooky, but we pushed on, right? We took careful steps across that span bridge. We continued down the track until eventually we found the next train station. Now, of course, the train had stopped running at this point, but it was warm and it was open, so sorry, Swiss government, we hopped the turnstiles so that we wouldn't freeze to death and crowded into the little, waiting area that was unlocked. We sat down, we broke out the we broke out the karaoke app on one of the phones, and we started a cappella karaoke singing Backstreet Boys songs to keep morale up. Again and again and again, we sang I Want It That Way, Backstreet's Back. It was so funny. And it worked! Morale tripled. Suddenly it was an adventure and not a nightmare. And we sallied forth, man. We figured initially we were going to stay there until the morning when the first train came. And we said, screw it. You know, with the power of Backstreet Boys and friendship, we continued our hike down the mountain, got to the base, sat down, and drank a lot of brandy. So not a trip I would recommend anyone recreate, but definitely one I'm very glad happened. And look at that, we're there. Oh man, that is quite the dome, isn't it? So, if I remember correctly, this is a safety bubble, meaning that we cannot build, weld, grind, or destroy anything inside the safe zone. So, if anything ever comes to hunt us, this is somewhere we can run to stay safe. Now, here comes a little bit of a challenge. I don't know what this station sells, and we're gonna find out the hard way whether or not this is something we can reasonably live off of, or if we're gonna have to, I don't know, just scavenge for all of our resources from this point onwards. There is only one way to find out, and that is to walk inside this door and pray. Alright, crack open the doors, step inside. No one in the security office, but we should... Another grinder. Okay, deeply unuseful to me, but we should check all of the armories. I got in a lot of trouble in the previous Rover Quest series, which you should definitely check out, linked in the description below. I've never seen this before in Space Engineers, ever. That's not supposed to happen. According to all known laws of aviation, rovers should not be able to fly. For not checking out all of the armory lockers. Okay, that one's closed to me. Can't get in there. Ooh, can I just reach there? No. Access denied. Okay, we have an ATM, we have a store, and we have a vending machine. Okay, we have no money though. None whatsoever, but we do have contracts. Do you open automatically? You open automatically. But magically. A toilet. Anything in the toilet? Nope. That's a shame. Oh, I can recharge here, can't I? Yes! Yes! Okay, power is solved. It's just about food now. If we go upstairs, anything in the beds? Anything in the beds for me? Nothing in this one. Keep looking. Anything in the... Oh, yes, dude. Okay, welder. Done. Flare gun. We'll take it. We'll take the grinder, too. You know what? We're just going to take everything. Nothing in that bed. We'll be fine. These lockers are locked. Another welder. Okay, we have a welder and a grinder, but we have no drill. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through and make sure I haven't missed anything here. So clearly, the contents of each of these is being hidden from me. It's only understandable. I am currently pillaging the place. We got 2 more tools there. I don't think we can sell these, but we can stash them wherever we decide to set up base. Still no drill, but that's okay. We're 2/3 of the way to a full tool set. All right, which I suppose means we should check the store. What are you willing to buy? You will buy cobalt. Okay, fantastic. I have 73 cobalt, I believe, which I can sell for 116,000 credits. Oh, yes, baby. Okay, that is ginormous. Okay, with that, we could definitely buy a drill, right? If there's one in stock. Okay, we got a grinder, which we don't need. We got a rocket launcher, which we probably don't need. We got a power kit, which is good. Small steel tubes is good. Gatling ammo. Some food. Thruster component. Pistol. Clancola. Proficient grinder. Spaghetti. A hydrogen bottle. For 15,000 credits. I think we have to. I think we have to, right? It's empty. Crud. I don't know why I thought that would be full. Please show me a drill. No drill. I really thought we'd get away with it. Crud. Okay, we do have ammunition. What was my... This is for the MR20 rifle. I think it might actually be worth buying one, to be honest with you. Because, for the very simple reason that there are enemies about. And yeah, we might... Thank you for your purchase. You're quite welcome, sir. Yeah, we've got the rifle now. So let's get this set up, and we can reload that. Okay, and we've got 6 magazines. Excellent. So that's a good start. We got a welded grinder and a gun. But unfortunately, nothing else. I think these reset after a certain time. I might be wrong about that, but I think they do. So there's a chance we could get other stuff later. Anything else we can... Oh, you will also let me... Oh, this is the same spread. Okay, so you don't have to go through the vending machine. I see. Anything else you'll buy that I have? We might have a radio component. We did. Okay, these are really, really large, so I'm going to sell all of them. I'll sit on the cobalt just for the moment, just for now. And then that's pretty much everything. Okay, so which contracts have you got for me? So a hauling contract. You need me to take something 4,000 kilometers. Can't be done. We need someone to pick up a discrete package whose exact position is unknown. Problem is, some of these are going to be up in space. There doesn't seem to be a way to be certain of where they are. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try a search contract and just see where it puts it. Is it gonna be on the surface? That's the real question. There's an unknown signal. Search area. It looks like it's on the planet. All right, let's try this. Oh, ow. All right, we will go there, but first we go here. We must first go here. All right, so that was genuinely pretty good. That was pretty productive. We got quite a bit of stuff, and I think it's now that we have a welder, we can start building a base as well. But we need a survival kit before we can process ore. Or a way to just buy our way up to basic refinery and assembler, and yeah, we might want to go back to that farmstead and see if we can't scrap enough out of it in order to make those components. Let's just take a quick look here. What does a refinery cost us? So a basic refinery is mostly steel, some computers, some motors, and some construction components. I think we can get that from that base. How about an assembler? The displays are going to be a challenge, but there were those doors we might be able to hack apart. Okay, I think that's plausible. I think the computers are going to be a problem, but I think it's plausible. And then finally, we had the we need a wind turbine for power, or a solar panel, which we can buy solar cells. Yeah, we could also buy girders as well, don't forget. And we have a bit of bulletproof glass, and we can buy girders. Okay, first we check this, then maybe we come back and start putting together a base.
A few minutes later.
With just 4 minutes to spare, we have apparated over here. And is it going to be one of the roly ones? Please don't be a roly one. Just give me a drill. I mean, the odds are so infinitesimally low that this is going to be a drill. But, I mean, yeah, you got to try, right? Where is the cargo container? There it is. Oh, and is that an ore detector? It is an ore detector. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know how low the odds are that we pull a drill? That's it. We've got everything. Except the survival kit. But we've got everything else. Holy. I am... Wow. Okay. Well, we take the computers first. We must take the computers first. Also, you must give me... nothing. You take one of those, huh? Is that a thruster? It is, which is vital because that has a metal grid in it. 4 of them. Which, if I am not mistaken, is enough to build a basic cargo container. At least it might be close. Okay, hold on. Don't we want to use this? This right here is... If I show everything on it and I claim everything for me, is this not just a vessel that we can use? Can we turn this into a car? That would be kind of insane if we could. Okay, let's put away everything we don't need in here. Right, let's just clear some inventory space because I can't think like this. Okay, cool. So that's I'll hold that. I don't need this. Okay, let's just organize all that up. I do need to keep the rifle mags on me actually. And the rest of its construction components. Okay, except you, maybe. No, never mind. You won't go in. I need to somehow get wheels on this thing. So let's cut that off. Cut that off. This is going to be so scuffed. Okay, so that could be... And then if I get wheels on the old taskbar, you've enabled progression. Oh, every time. Every f***ing time. Okay, give me a landing gear first. Every time. At least I can actually build it. And then give me a wheel. And yeah, we'll do off-road suspension. 3x3, big fan. Okay. That might not be low enough. I think we need to raise this up, right? Oh! Well, there goes my cobalt. Ah, well. Yeah, I didn't know that would happen. I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh, well, now back into darkness, and we're gonna run over to the search area. In the dark, in the rain, in the fog. This is going great. This is going so great. There it is, another unknown signal. We are now 8 kilometers away from the search area and 2.5 k's away from the station. I can't really decide if that's worth going after. I think it might be. I think the only way we're going to get out of this hole is to buy ourselves the components needed to make ourselves a survival kit. I think that might be reasonably the only way through. And what have we got here? A very, very unhappy unknown signal. Okay, what have you got for me? Oh, hey, I'll take 10,000 space credits and some banana beef. Delicious. You got anything delicious for me to snack on? A cow welder. Yeah, well, I do like beef. And more computers and motors are very welcome. I do need to ditch some weight, though. We can buy another hydrogen bottle, and it's not doing anything for me. Cheers, pal. Collect the displays. You give motors. I need motors. You give computers. Is there anything else we could do? Well, I suppose we could eat one of these, right? Clang crunchies. Bang clang catastrophic failure. That's those words to live by. I will eat the synth loaf to give me back like 50% of my food. And then I want all of that. Beautiful. Okay, so we are chock-a-block. There's the search area. There is the dome. Okay, because it's night, I'm going to run over to the search area, and we are going to at least try and complete it, and then, in the daytime, we're going to run back to the dome and see what we can do about setting up a basic base. Even if I can just put down, like, a cargo container, it costs you 4 metal grids, which I possess. Okay, cool, so we could make one. That would be huge. Even just having somewhere to stash all our stuff that won't despawn or explode, that would be really nice.
6.5 hours later.
Jumping forward a little bit here, it didn't work out. We didn't make it to the contract in time, so I just spent the night running back to the station and then letting the clock run over. That was a bit boring. Yes, and our fuel is still critical, but while I was waiting for the daylight to come, I did notice we can just buy hydrogen here. I am stupid. So if I just click buy, look at that, we got a full tank. Beautiful. And there's one other thing I'd like to test, which is I'm pretty sure I can't take damage inside this zone. Let's go full speed. No damage. Beautiful. Which means that we can do a little bit of scouting with the hydrogen. And as long as we land inside the circle, we don't die. So let's actually just drop off down here. And I need to do a little bit of prospecting today, because we need to figure out where we're going to be building our base. And if I can build it on top of a rock deposit, that would be great, like iron. Okay, here's a boulder. Boulders are good. Boulder has magnesium in it, huh? Not very useful right now. But I will save it. Alley-op. Okay, that's one successful scouting sortie. I mean, at 180 credits per round, this is pretty cheap. I don't mind doing it this way. Of course, eventually we will be able to just buy the hydrogen bottle full up, which would be lovely. Unknown signal, huh? You are 3 kilometers that way. And my cat is right behind me, meowing. All right, well, look, I'm completely fine with setting up base right here for the moment, just temporarily. Does suck to be behind that mountain, but what you gonna do? I suppose we could go this way. I don't know why I'm using my jetpack for this. We could go this way. Yeah. It's not near an iron patch, which does suck, but for the moment, we can just do this, right? Okay, we don't need to build that up, but this is going to be the foundation of our empire. we are going to have some iron sheets, and we are going to have to go get that unknown signal to get all the steel sheets out of it. But something we must do first and foremost is the old cargo container rotor. That's going to be a big one. And I'd like to build a real one. It's a bit more expensive, and we have a lot of what we need, but not everything. Can I just build some crates? Is that an option? Just like a cargo crate. Yes. In fact, it's somewhat more of an option. Oh, 3 steel tubes. Okay, that we can buy. That we can buy. Let's go buy 3 steel tubes, and then we can at least just put our stuff somewhere that won't despawn. And then I can buy a hydrogen tank, and then I can fly around. Okay, yeah, buy me up some, basically as many as I can get, really. I don't want 2,000. Give me like, just give me like 100 of these. I think I can fit that. You know what? I don't want to risk it. Give me 30, which I can definitely fit, and we'll work with that. Okay, beautiful. Open her up, and get this all transferred over. We don't need any of it. All right, except that. Keep that. Keep that. Yeah, that's going to free up a little bit of space. Okay, gorgeous. Then we can grab this and this just to plan out what we want to build here. So I want a cargo container. I want a basic refinery. That's definitely going to be part of this. And of course, we want the AS assembler. This one. And it would be nice to have a cargo conveyor in between. Well, actually, I suppose if we're going to do the... can use the cargo container as a conveyor. Can do assembler up there, right? And then over here... what else do I want? I want a survival kit. That's what we really need. I don't know how we're going to get the medical components to make this. Although we don't really need the survival kit. That's just for respawning purposes. And you only need to respawn if you're stuck and you die like a fool. Which I'm definitely not. Okay, so that's what we're working with. We're also going to need... hold on, give that all back. We're also going to need this to plan out a wind turbine and solar panel situation. So we go up, up, up to... I think you need to go quite a few to do this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8 would be ideal, and then you put a wind turbine up there, and a wind turbine over there, and a wind turbine over there. Okay, and that's what we're going to start with, and we're going to figure it out from there. Okay, let's go get a refill. We're going to buy a hydrogen bottle again, and I'm hoping that's enough to start with. You can fly over to that unknown signal, get some more resources, hopefully sell them for money, and get the ball rolling on this playthrough. Okay, I would like to buy a hydrogen bottle. And I would like to buy a hydrogen refill. Does that refill my bottle? No. How do I refill my bottle? Can I refill my bottle? If I buy it again? Does that go in the bottle? No. Okay, so buying the bottle doesn't help us. That's a real shame. While I'm here, might as well stock up on some other stuff. Let's get like 50 construction components. Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, how many girders can I buy? Can I buy 50 girders? I can buy 50 girders. I'm gonna need them. Let's hold off on the solar panels for now. And we're gonna go drop these in here. And then very importantly, I am gonna turn off trash cleanup. So under Alt F10, which you can only do if you are the owner or admin of the playlist, trash removal is going to be suspended. There we go. Okay, I don't want it happening. I want to leave everything in the world. All right. 9-minute run. It's, what's that? 240 seconds away from here. So 4 minutes will make it. 240 seconds
Later.
And there it is. We've got ourselves our next unknown signal. What's this? Ooh, a special content power. Oh, hello, cat. Magnesium powder, anti-radiation medkit, and some mushroom spores. Magic, it's you. Any fun snacks? No. Okay, tear it all apart. Delicious. And now for the run back. And I'm wondering now, maybe I'm going about this all wrong with the base. Do we need to refine things, or do we just prioritize getting a very basic rover up? But I can't make power components. That's the problem. Yeah. It's gonna have to be it's gonna have to be the base first, right? We gotta make the base so that we can make an assembler, so that we can make batteries, so that we can build a rover, so that we can drive around and scrap things. Okay, that's the plan. But I have a feeling that that plan might have to take place next time, everybody. This has been a very interesting episode. We started with absolutely nothing, and now we are effectively just playing Space Engineers without the starter equipment, which is really an interesting challenge. It's not what I really expected out of this playthrough, but that's the joy of the suit-only survival. You never know where it's going to take you. Now, if you would like to play along with the start, you'll find it linked down in the description below. There's a save file you can download and drop it into your own save folder, and you should be able to start it. Just note that it is currently defined as an online game. It's a set of friends, so if you would like to play it offline, just remember to edit the settings in the save folder before you load it. Of course, you can also add more mods like build info and any of those should you choose to, and I will be updating the collection as the series progresses. I don't anticipate this one being quite as long as previous ones, and that's a good thing. As you all come to learn, they do tend to sort of fade in value as time goes on. So let's stick to the plan, build ourselves a very cool farm, and hopefully not be waylaid by any phallic spaceships this time around. As much fun as that was, though, that was a great design. If you haven't seen Season 2 of Suit-Only Survival, it is one of my favorite things that Magic and I have made together. Season 1 was the goal. You know, it was the golden girl. It built this channel from the rubble of my life, but it is nothing on the second one. That was definitely one of our better attempts. Anyway, I am waffling, and it's time to put a pin in this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and a comment, and of course sharing it is the single best thing you can do to find more content like this, because the algorithm needs to be told that you hate AI slop and you actually enjoy human-made content. That's right, real human-made, grass-fed and everything. It's a eat the grass, delicious. That is going to be it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. And if you've enjoyed this content and you don't want to wait for the next one, remember that it's currently available for all unemployees. If you join the channel membership program, you'll find it down in the description below. There's a link to do it if you'd like to. It's pretty cheap and you get a couple of perks for it. Of course, if that's not an option for you, totally fine. Not a problem. Hit that like button, beat it up, hit it 3 times just to be sure. And, you know, maybe subscribe. That might still do something, who knows. If nothing else, number go up, and comrades, it belongs to all of us. Let's put those numbers through the stratosphere.